Hey, you guys. Um, just a quick word. I had a brief little thought. There's painting. My room is junky, so I'm not gonna show it to you. But there's a painting in my room that says I'm about to do something new, which is just um, basically what's that scripture? I want to say it's Isaiah 43:19. If it's not, look it up. You need the word in your life. But I had a little thought, and naturally, I wanted to share it with you. I am, after going through my surgeries and having this stroke, and right here where there's a little dent, it used to be a big, huge tracheotomy scar. And I still have a couple of wee little scars. They used to be humongous. My trach scar was huge and dark. And they had to cut a hole in my throat and give me a trach. And then the prongs from the trach clamps onto my vocal cords, excuse me. And when they pulled it out, they ripped my cords. So I couldn't speak very well, and I certainly couldn't sing. And that was a huge blow. I mean, a huge blow. I don't really have the words for how big a blow that was. A terrible, 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 terrible loss. Like, so much pain. To not be able to do what you have always done. And not only always been able to do it, I was a singer. That was my staple. It wasn't just something I could do. It was not me, but it was kind of my bread and butter. And to be in a space where that was removed, no matter what I did, I couldn't fix it. I couldn't make it better. Has been and was extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. Oh gosh. Just emotionally painful. If I think about it now, I could cry because the loss is and has been and was so immense. But I see that scripture, I'm about to do something new. And my faith is stoked. I'm still in the middle of a really hard situation. God has been incredibly kind to me. Knowing that I will make a full recovery, knowing that I will heal, knowing that this place will be so far from me this time next year is remarkable. Remarkable. And I thank God to no end for that. But there has been immense loss in this season. So I see something new. I'm about to do something brand new. And honestly speaking, not sinister, that's the wrong side. Not snug. What's the word? As you know, my new superpower is like forgetting things and making up stuff. The cynical side, there it is. The cynical side of me wants to doubt everything that I see there. There's nothing about me that just naturally wants to hold on to that statement and believe God in any way, naturally, at all. My first instinct is to be like, yeah, some new is horrible. And I realize that that's pain talking and a little self-protection and self-preservation. And so I have to fight very hard to knock down the ideologies of doubt that want to creep in or that have crept in. I have to fight very hard to silence the voice of the enemy that would say, like, that's not true. Look where you've been. Look what you've gotten. Look at your life. And I choose to believe. That's what I'm choosing to do. And it is the farthest thing for me, see, especially having gone through what I have, and especially being in the place that I'm in. I'm still very much in this. I am light years from where I was, but I'm still very much in this unusual place. I would not want this experience normally, and I wouldn't have had it. You know what I'm saying? I have to trust that with it, God is going to do not only something in my life, but in my daughter's life, and potentially in the lives of people that I come in contact with that need to hear about the goodness of God in this horrible place. You know what I'm saying? So I want to encourage you. You very well could be in the middle of something just, good Lord, hard. Gosh, as soon as I said that, I started to flash back, and this has been the hardest season of my life. I thought that I had already gone through some pretty hard stuff, and that I had my story down. I thought that I had my testimony. This was hard, but God. This was terrible, but God. And it was heavy stuff. It wasn't like I was just, one time my dog died, which is very, very, very serious. But it wasn't like that. It was some old life-altering everything. You know what I mean? You have to believe that God is who He says He is, and that He will do what He says He will do. That is a phrase that my Beth Moore has used a bajillion times, and honestly, it is what I choose to believe. God is who He says He is, and He will do what He says He will do. So I'm about to do something brand new. Behold, I will do a new thing. God will do it. It's clearly not in my time. It's clearly not in my way. It's not what I would have picked for myself or anybody else for that matter. It has been beautiful. It really has been beautiful to see people just be so kind. But it has been so hard. It has been heavy and hard and painful. So I don't say any of what I'm saying lightly. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just speaking a theory here. This is what I know. It's been hard. Now, what I have not yet seen, I choose to believe. And that is the words of that scripture. I really want to say it's like Isaiah 43:19 or whatever. Please forgive me if I misquoted it. It's in Isaiah in the 40th chapter. I do know that. I choose to believe that God is going to do something new. I'm going to believe that. I choose to believe that. I believe that for you. I believe that for me. I believe that for Yasmin Rose. And that's just what it is. So, if you're in the middle of a really, really hard place, hold on to faith. Hold on to God. And trust that He is going to work all things out for your good. All of it. Trust Him. That's all I've got.